Hi, I'm Craig from Bugs and Sparks. I've asked my good friend Ian Brown to join me today to discuss the topic how a business owner can keep their sanity in today's tough times. Being a business owner is extremely lonely. All the responsibility, all the decisions rest on your shoulders, good or bad. And I've always found it easier to have somebody like Ian to help me make those decisions.
Yeah, certainly, Craig, it's not for the faint of heart running a business. And I think that having a coach is somebody who can relate to what you do as a business owner, and somebody who's been in that same situation as you have. So it's like sharing the burden almost, in a sense.
Absolutely.
So in that sense, we understand what you go through, and you can't work in isolation. It's a lonely existence.
Absolutely. Having a coach has always helped me. I mean, in the beginning, you can remember.
Yes.
I was ready to pull my hair out.
Yes.
However, working through every single little system, policy, procedure that we put in place, it's actually just improved my life so much more. From when we started to today,
Sure.
it's made a huge difference.
Sure. And in those days, it was really by the seat of the pants. And luckily, what you don't know, you don't really worry about. You just keep going with it. So you've got to be resilient. You've got to actually keep the momentum going in tough times and bad.
Most definitely.
As you've done with and retained your sanity, or at least reasonable sanity. And what would you say was probably one of the biggest transitions that has really brought your business to where it is today?
Well, it's actually happened recently, and coming to the realization that I'm the master of the ship. I control everyone's emotions and as well as their output. It's made a massive difference.
Yeah.
Just that change in mindset from being negative, angry, irritated with staff not coming to work, people not paying us on time, making that mind shift to being more positive has in actual fact changed things.
You set the tone for the business as you walk in.
Absolutely.
People read the body language and they get the message, and that's, as the business owner and the leader, you are you set the scene.
Absolutely.
Every day, and I think you've realised that's a function of being the leader in a business, in an organisation.
Most definitely.
What would you say has been a really big sort of apart from the mind shift that you've gone through, something that you've implemented in the business which has really had a major impact?
It's most definitely the systems. I mean, initially 3 years ago we sat down, we looked at the systems that we had in place and then started adapting them, making them better, ensuring the rollout to all the staff, their understanding in the systems, because ultimately they're the ones they're the ones that are running the systems.
Yep.
When we put that together, things started falling into place. I could start focusing on other items like the marketing plan, the financial plan, which most definitely is the biggest thing that has saved my sanity, knowing the numbers. In the beginning, I didn't even have a clue of what our expenses were going to be that month, what our cash flow is going to be, what type of income I can expect. However, putting those things in place, it makes it a lot easier.
Yep.
And now I know already before the month has started what my income, what my profit's going to be. I mean, once you've got that information, you can make huge amounts of decisions.
Your decision-making ability is improved dramatically because you're now testing and measuring and you've got your finger on the pulse of all the numbers in the business.
Yeah.
One of the early questions you asked me was, I don't know if I can afford to buy a new bucky. You remember that?
Most definitely.
So by having your finger on the numbers and what's within your control and grasp, you can make better decisions, informed decisions.
Absolutely.
So systems and testing and measuring everything that we do so we know whether it's working or it's not. And even if it's not, that's okay, because we can tweak it. But it's about getting control from the chaos. And that's often what I see in businesses, that they just lurch from one chaotic situation to another. So it's about really taking control of your business rather than it taking control of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think I've gotten to that stage now where I'm in control of what is happening.
You can play golf.
I do, from time to time.
Without feeling guilty.
Well, I still do feel a little guilty, but after the 9th it goes away, and by the 18th I've completely forgotten about it. But it does afford me a better type of lifestyle.
Quality of life, yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, in the beginning I was working 16 hours a day, Saturdays and Sundays included.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not healthy. It's trying to get the balance from work life to your personal life. And that has now started coming into sync.
Before burnout happens, which is another factor of owning your own business.
Most definitely.
Which is an indication of the sanity or not of your business, that when you face burnout. People do that.
Absolutely. And I've been close, I must admit.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. And we had some torrid sessions where it was heavy, and it was kind of almost breakdown process. So it hasn't always been easy. It's been difficult. It's been a long journey, but that's the nature of the beast, and that's why we as coaches, we can see that, and we can work with that business owner to get the person through that process.
I think that the other thing, and it's just come to mind now, what has made my life a lot easier is that you have become my sounding board. Any decision, any major decision that I want to make in the business, I can actually discuss with you. I mean, all the information you have is confidential, so I mean, that fear of speaking to a competitor about your position in the marketplace, your pricing, your various structures, that's not there. And it makes my life so much easier to say, well, look, Ian, I want to do this. Does this sound right? Does it make financial sense? Does it make business sense to in actual fact do something like that?
Yes.
And that's changed for me. I mean, initially I had a business partner, which I no longer have, as you know. That period between not having somebody that is invested within the business, it was very tough. You coming on board,
that's
almost
the loneliness that one experiences. Yeah.
And with you being aboard, you pretty much like my business partner, which makes my life a lot easier.
Yeah. And you've made, although the decisions are yours, it's your business, you've got that outside perspective from the coach who can offer that service, because we're dealing with other business owners, so we can transfer the knowledge from one business to your business and make those decisions with a lot more confidence.
Absolutely.
And then see it through the process, and then test and measure whether it's working to the business's advantage or not.
Correct.
And then tweak it, change it, move it, drop it completely if it's not working.
Definitely.
So,
I mean, initially we were looking at the small picture
small
things,
stuff.
working in the business. Now we've got to the stage where we're working on the business.
Absolutely.
I mean, I've been fortunate to train other staff members up to take over some of my roles. So my biggest focus now is how to grow Bugs and Sparks as a company, how to move forward, how to get to the next step, so to speak, which once again secures the future of the business, because isn't that pretty much what it's all about?
Absolutely.
Making sure that my kids have something to fall back on in years to come.
And the business just doesn't revolve just around one person, one personality. The business is bigger than that.
Most definitely.
So that often the mistake that people make in businesses, even with successful businesses, they get to the end of the work life, want to retire, want to sell the business, but in fact the business is all about that person. So you kind of made that transition from working in the business as an employee almost to work on the business and then secure succession planning so that you're building your team so that the business just doesn't rely on Craig.
Absolutely. And I think we're very close to that.
And that's the huge leverage that, again, the coaching intervention has helped you realise.
Definitely. Absolutely. As you very well know, Ian, our vision is to become the leading compliance company in South Africa. I do think we are on our way to achieving that vision. But yes, it is extremely important for everybody to pretty much be on board with what we are trying to achieve. I'm not the only person in the business. Each and every person, employee, has a direct impact on our vision, on our mission, as well as our culture. If they don't buy into those qualities that we're trying to achieve, then it might as well just be like most visions are words on a piece of paper that's stuck up on somebody's wall.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's part of the culture in your business that is in every customer and client interaction that you have. And it goes right the way through. It's the seam of the business. It goes right the way through.
Definitely.
The behavior, the way the people react and work and present themselves. The vehicle, for example, it has to look clean and tidy because that is all part of the vision.
Most definitely.
And that differentiates you from the rest of the compliance companies out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you want to deliver that constantly and consistently.
Most definitely. I think that's a topic for another day. However, it's been fantastic having you here, chatting with you, and hopefully helping other businessmen to know that they're not alone. There are people that they can approach that can help them, that would have a vested interest within their business.
That's our vision in action, Coach.
Definitely. I think we should do one or two more of these in time to come, and hopefully people find it interesting and useful.
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
Thanks, Craig.
Thanks a lot.